Well, greetings and salutations, test takers. This is Dean Tenney, aka Series 7 Guru, coming to you from my studio here in fabulous Las Vegas for our Tuesday live stream Q&A podcast series. We generally do have our very special guest, always Brian, joining us. Not here all the time, but I've been trying to mix it up. I know that you might get tired of Dean and Brian every Tuesday night. So I invited Doug from Kaplan to share with us some of the updates to the Digital Learning Center at Kaplan. We're agnostic on the channel about what test prep vendor you're using. However, when you ask me, I'm going to tell you I think Kaplan is the best. If I didn't think that they were the best, I wouldn't, be doing things for them, teaching classes and things like that. So with no further ado, here is Doug. He's going to take us backstage on that new digital learning update. And then after that, Brian and I, when Doug's done with that, Brian and I will do our normal shtick with you, answer any content questions you have about any FINRA or NASAA exam. Doug, all yours.
Thanks, Dean and Brian, for having me, and hello out to Guru Nation. So, I've been in the industry for 26 years. I've been with Kaplan for 15, and as Dean knows, every day I get to work with some awesome and an awesome and talented team of professionals like Dean that are committed to your success. So, student success and financial services. So. Again, appreciate being here and having a chance to connect with you all. What I wanted to do is just a bit of show and tell. There's been a lot of changes here at Kaplan, and we're certainly invested in the here and now and certainly in the future. And so we're going to do a bit of show and tell with a brief walk through of Kaplan's new digital learning experience for securities. But before I do that, I just wanted to take a step back and sort of give you sort of the reasons why. So, over the last couple of years, we've certainly in the industry have seen a shift to more firms hiring more non-traditional students, career changers, and certainly a shift toward remote learning. And what that has done is we found, looking at data, is that it's had an impact on student engagement. How they ultimately engage with the study materials. In fact, in looking at learner data, we noticed that over 1 out of every 3 students that enroll in one of our courses do not complete the course prior to testing. In some exams, it's actually much higher. In some cases, it's 2 out of 3. And so really, the impetus behind this new digital learning experience is to increase engagement, certainly confidence, help with time management, and adoption of study practices, of best practices. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and walk through. Again, we're very excited to offer this. We launched it at the end of February, so it's out there. So if you happen to enroll in a Kaplan study package, you will see an experience, get this new experience. So with that, let me. So I'm now logged in as a student. Again, if you've experienced Kaplan in the past, this is a dramatic change from an icon-driven dashboard where you had to scroll to find the various assets. Again, with the the goal of increasing engagement, as you can see, the study plan is front and center, and it is the focal point of the experience. And so whenever you come to the dashboard, the first thing you'll see is the study plan, and that's our recommended course of action to keep you on pace. To keep you, certainly getting through the material based on your schedule, ultimately with the goal of sitting and passing your exam. And so just a quick brief tour. So again, we have the study plan in the center. Off to the right, we have our tracking. So we have a burn-up chart. So at any given time, you can see based on your progress through the course, based on your start and end date, and you certainly have the ability to customize your settings. So you can customize with a start and end date, certainly track against your exam date, include or exclude weekends, add days off as well. And then based on those settings, it will calculate, how many hours you plan to spend per week, and then how many days, sort of a countdown until your exam. So again, we're trying to denote progress visually and keep you confident. It's sort of climbing the mountain toward that goal of finishing your course prior to testing. Additionally, and this is something new, if you have a live event, so you've enrolled in a live class, it's now integrated as part of your study plan. In addition, and this goes beyond email notifications with your class information, it'll now track within your study plan, as well as provide these reminder as on the dashboard itself. And then finally, just a performance widget. Again, it's counting down, it's keeping track of the number of activities versus the total, showing that progress again, so that you feel confident, you feel like you've got some momentum, ultimately getting through your course. So with the study, moving forward with respect to the study plan. So again, as you can see, this is a calendar view. So depending on your start and end date, the system will actually allocate the tasks based on your settings. Additionally, if you leave and come back to the study plan, it will automatically reallocate your tasks for those that are still yet to be complete to fit within your time frame. Again, trying to allow you to be confident, feel like you can keep pace with your assignments and so forth. Additionally, you have an activities view. So beyond the calendar view, if you wanted to view a task list just in a linear view, you can certainly do that as well. As you complete tasks, they will be removed from your task list or your calendar view and show up in a completed status. You can also mark certain tasks for review if you decide to come back to them later. Before we get into a couple of beyond the study plan, a couple of additional changes we're certainly excited about, I just wanted to point out that, again, in addition to the study plan, your progress chart, for those that like to have direct access to your study tools, you simply go up, and this is a new mega menu. And so essentially you have the ability to go through. As you can see, there's a getting started guide, updates and corrections. You have access to your study tools, such as the license exam manual, the online course, your live online class as well, the QBank, flashcards, all of your exams, and then certainly accessing instructor link and the performance tracker, as well as student support. So again, we're trying to keep this at your fingertips for those, again, that like to have direct access to the study tools, such as the QBank. So just a couple other things to point out. As I mentioned before, one new feature is all of your live events, if you enroll in a live class, will be integrated into your study plan. And so you'll have access as well. So the ability to, depending on the sessions, you can certainly launch into those sessions. You have a getting started guide. You can certainly test your audio and video as well. You can also, after the live event is finished, you can access your class archive as well. And so again, it's all about convenience, everything in one place. Additionally, a couple of things to point out. So as part of the release of this new experience, we also include in all of our packages an online license exam manual, which is a complement to the physical textbook. So as an example, if I click on a reading task, so again, you can see the dialog box. This is a reading task. The expected duration in this case is 52 minutes to read the unit. You can certainly mark complete if you're following along in your physical textbook, or you could actually launch into the online license exam manual. So again, it's all about convenience, having all your content in one place at your fingertips. You can certainly track as you walk through the content, test topic alerts, worked examples, take notes. All of the most relevant testable information is called out, is accented as you go through the reading material. And then one additional feature, given the benefit of this content being online, is now your knowledge checks, your mini quizzes are also online as well. So in this case, it's a 5-question quiz. With these mini quizzes, you get instant feedback, right or wrong. You get the answer, rationale, as well as a reference back to the content. I'll just quickly complete, submit. And so as you can see on the menu on the left, it's tracking your reading, it's tracking your progress as you go through, and then it's showing complete now that the knowledge check has been successfully completed. Additionally, if as part of your packages you have access to the on-demand video lecture, that's also part of the study plan. So at any point in time, you can launch into the on-demand class. Again, as you go through, as you watch a video, mark it complete, it's tracking your progress against your study plan. You certainly can come back as a reference and click through down to the lesson level if you're looking for a specific video for remediation, etc. It's all right here. So that's the calendar. You have certain filters, as I mentioned before, an activities view. You can also shift to a weekly, looking at your task assignments on a weekly basis versus monthly. If your study plan happens to straddle a few months, you can navigate across as well. Other navigation tools is that you can, if you're completing an exam journey, and you have multiple courses, you don't have to log out or jump out and jump back in. You can quickly access, in this case, your Series 63 course. Just with the click of a mouse. In addition to all the things that we talked about here, the QBank as well now has a refresh, a new experience. Same methodology with respect to the ability using a pool of thousands of questions, creating custom quizzes down to the lesson level. You can also generate simulated exams for practice. But as you can see now, a little more user-friendly. You can click on the various topic cards. You can drill into subtopics or at the lesson level if you want to create a particular quiz. In this case, you can see how many questions on characteristics of common stocks. Same wizard approach of setting up your quiz based on question types, any additional preferences, name, number of questions, and then launch your quiz. If I go back to the QBank, and this is, I think, more of a usability change as well. At any point in time, if you want to access or review a completed quiz or exam, you certainly can click on it. You have this tracker as well to see what's been completed so far, what's been unanswered, what the answer was, in order for you to quickly review if it was an exam that you completed. As you can see, I clicked on, it slides out. You can track if you wanted to quickly reference a question that you may have missed on that particular topic. You have instant access to it as well. So that's the QBank. Additionally, flashcards, new experience, similar model with respect to setting up your decks. This is certainly encouraging, utilizing spaced repetition, encouraging, practice, but you can create your own decks based on the topic level down to the lesson level. Add the type of cards, the number of cards, so typical flashcard, you're going to read the question, look at the response, certainly self-assess as you go through. It's building out those decks that are known versus unknown, separating, segregating those so that you can come back and certainly continue to practice as well. And finally, the last item I want to point out is, or two things. One is that this site is completely designed from a mobile experience perspective. So unlike apps that may just focus or restrict on flashcards or a question bank, this entire site is in a responsive design. And so you have access to all study tools, your study plan, videos, the complete site, but in a very, based on your device. So whether it's a pad or a phone, laptop, desktop, you'll have access to the complete site. Certainly mobile compatible, mobile friendly in that regard. And then finally, with respect to supporting native language. So if you require the ability to study in a separate second language, you have the ability. Again, the site is designed from an accessibility perspective to where you can utilize the browser-based tool. So in this case, we're in Google Translate. So as you can see, in real time, I basically translated the entire site, study plan tasks, quizzes, exams, the online license exam manual, all the LMS learning controls are all now in Spanish in this case. If I want to toggle back to English, I can certainly do that. If I want to select another language, I can certainly do that as well. So again, certainly trying to provide as much support from a native language perspective, using the existing browser-based, in this case, Google Translate. Safari also has a tool. And as I said, the system will pretty much translate all content related to the site to help assist those students as well. So that's it. So let me stop sharing. Go back. So, again, we're certainly proud to offer this new experience. It's out there now. So if you happen to enroll in a study package, you'll gain access to this new experience. And we're certainly looking forward to announcing even more exciting developments regarding new course experience. We've got updates to Performance Tracker as well as student support in the coming months.
Wow.
So,
very exciting. Remember, you get a 15% discount at checkout with the Guru 15 discount code. Boy, Doug, that is a game changer. That Google Translator, that is exciting. I had a young lady who speaks Mandarin. Can you imagine that? And I'm so proud of her. She passed, but I wasn't laughing at her, but I was laughing because she was complaining about NASA exams at which she would put something in Mandarin into the Google Translate or in English and nothing would come back. There'd be no equivalent Mandarin word. And I said, well, it's not in English to begin with. So Brian and I both love and always have thought that the Kaplan QBank is the best QBank out there in that performance tracker. So to add some of these other features, I think it just makes it even a more competitive offering to the marketplace. So pretty damn exciting. Anything else, Doug, you'd like to share with us?
No, again, I just wanted to thank you all for the opportunity. Really appreciate the partnership. You offer a fantastic service here, Dean, to students, by the way, and, good luck to all test takers.
Yeah, we will be, we're going to have some more guest speakers like Doug. I think our next one, Brian, I'm going to try and get him on board as another Kaplan senior instructor, great guy, Mark Esposito. And he has some techniques for studying as well. People can listen to some different voices besides just Brian and I. Doug, thank you so much. I'm so excited about those changes. Getting older, so the first time that popped up in that new format, I was like, what? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And then I was like, oh, okay. I like this. This will work. So I love the flashcards. That's fantastic. Your own internal version of Quizlet, basically, wonderful.
That's right. So again, we're eager to help. We appreciate the opportunity and best of luck in testing success. Take care.
All right. We'll see you next time, Doug. And I do have some suggestions from people in the chat, and I'll put that in a nice email and send that to you and see, if they're easy to do or not so easy, or if they make sense, and we'll see. So
excellent.
Okay. See you next time.
Take care.
Bye-bye.